Hi, and welcome back to the Mr. Brad Worden Show. And it is the weekend following Valentine's Day. I was going to do this on Valentine's Day, but I didn't want to get burnt out on Valentine's Day. So I decided to save it for the weekend after. So here's the Heart of Fire. And I put it in the thing for some special effects here. Make it even spooky. Except I had it standing before and now it's not. So anyway, the Heart of Fire is one that I've done before. I haven't done it in a while, but it's a good item to train your tolerance because it is 6 points in the League of Fire. And as I'm doing it or doing my afterburn, I'll try and tell some stories about the Heart of Fire, but it is one of the hotter challenges available. Even though it's one of the smaller ones, it's one of the hotter ones. So I'll tell a little bit about some of my past experience with the Heart of Fire. This one was donated to me by Pyro Pitbull. I don't have multiples to do at this time, so I'm just going to do one. But again, it is good training and testing for heat tolerance, as it is one of the size per what it is, probably hotter ones. So I'm going to do this. Let's read the League of Fire disclaimer. I'm Mr. Brad Worden of 18 years of age, with a sound mind, and read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept the League of Fire. Their suppliers and manufacturers will, under no circumstances, be liable for any claims of injury or damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples are thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this without question. So, rules are simple on these. If you do a single, it's just eat it, consume it all, show your empty mouth, 4-minute afterburn. Multiples, you just continuously do the same, eat it 4 minutes, eat it 4 minutes. And these ones are pretty tricky to do multiples of. I'll tell the story as I get it going. And these were the original ones to house the League of Fire cards. Now they just send out cards with the challenges. But these were the first ones to put it inside. And I love the packaging on these. It was from the UK Toffee Hut, made in the UK. But yeah, just the packaging on these is awesome. Like that. Let's chop it open. Got a few layers to go through here. Here's layer one. Got a nice fancy little box. I forget the best way to do these because it's sealed on all sides. Just pop it there and there maybe. And there maybe. Maybe. Just forget. Usually I just end up tearing it open, but I'm trying to open it like there, whatever. Just tear it open. There we go. Okay. So the Heart of Fire's in here. And then let's see if I can find the card. The card of the day is Jeff the Fireman. Again, one of the original series ones. So I have him already. And my heart. There's the heart. Oh, I lost a piece. Undo that. So here's the heart. That's fullness. You can see some pepper flakes on the top, and so there we go. Though it flakes off a little bit, you can see some of the toffee by the top in there. So after you eat it, and then 4-minute afterburn. Afterburn. So if I can survive talking, I'll tell you the story about some of my experiences with this. I'm not going to do what I did the first time, but here we go. Nice fancy little heart. Looks nice. Looks tasty. But then when you eat it, it's a different story. Oh, am I ready for this? It's not as chewy as some I've had. A little bit. These ones are always super hot. So here's my 4-minute afterburn. They're hot. They have dried Carolina Reaper, Scorpion, and ghost pepper in them. So he's still building, obviously. So the first time I did one of these, in the League of Fire website, said you can chew or suck it, but you have to show an empty mouth. So I totally underestimated this challenge the first time I did it. So I popped it in my mouth. I said, I'm going to enjoy this, and I sucked on it. And I found out pretty quick that that was a mistake. As I started chewing fairly quickly when I found out what the heat really was on it. Then, the first time I tried to do multiples on these, I mentally couldn't do it after the first one in the afterburn because it just builds so immensely like it is right now. Then I wanted to go on the second one. So a day later, I had bought 3. I pulled out the other 2, and I opened them both ahead of time, which forced myself to do both of them. That one was pretty tough. Multiples on these is pretty tough. And we're building now. So this one's a pretty nasty League of Fire one. It seems small. Like a little chocolate heart. But for an average person, it's way a 10 plus. For a chili head, I like to say a single one gets you to about a 6. Which is like eyes watering, nose going. Which is starting to happen right now a little bit. All those dried peppers in your mouth and in your throat. So now I'm really starting to feel it. It takes a while to peak. It's probably about peaked. So maybe by the 4 minutes, it'll be starting to come down actually. As I peak and come down rather quickly. It's somewhere around peak and coming down right now. But it brought me to a nice 6, I would say. Multiples could take you maybe to like a 7 or 8, depending on how many you did. Maybe it's starting to come down a bit now. But then, this again is the Heart of Fire. Not for the weak of heart. Should be a pretty solid chili head to do this one. Definitely to do multiples thereof. It's not something to mess around with either. So this was the Valentine's week one that I wanted to do. Didn't want to wreck myself right on Valentine's Day being Monday during the work week, but it'll be interesting to see if I have any ramifications from this. But this will give me 6 more points in the league when I open entries back up. And that is it. Starting to gradually come back down. Once again, it's been the Heart of Fire here on the Mr. Brad Worden Show. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.